Damn. Welcome to Joe's Atmosphere.
Cook your shrimp, please. All of a sudden, my shrimp pan is burning up like a smoke fest.
Yeah, there you go. I said. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
All right, folks, we got a lot to get into tonight on State of the Atmosphere. We got the Sweeney spot as part of the pop culture update. Venom, The Last Dance is getting good reviews. We'll talk about that franchise. And the Halloween party continues. Knock did his homework. He's got reviews on the movies we told him to watch, and we're going to pick some more for him tonight on State of the Atmosphere. All right, welcome aboard. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. I am your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and I'm joined by my regular crew tonight. Starting with, oh, look at John has been invaded by the body snatchers. John, how you doing tonight, man?
Doing good.
Yeah, looks like you're in a good mood. All right. Yeah, I saw you doing that backstage. I was like, wait, he's going to do that right when we come back on.
Yep.
Knock, how are you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. Got a nice weekend lined up. Friday night, gonna start with some dinner at my favorite restaurant in the world, a little Outback Steakhouse.
Outback Steakhouse, yeah, I know
That's
that
right.
one.
Got a buddy
Yep.
and I that go there every couple months, and so we're gonna. It's our way of catching up. And then Saturday doing some little garage saleage, and then the expo center nearby is doing everything but the garage sale, so going to be doing that in the morning. Drive down to Richmond and go see little Harry Potter in concert, the sixth movie, and then come up and possibly, depending on how I'm feeling, because that's in the afternoon, and if I'm feeling all right, I'm going to go see the Venom.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I'd love somebody to do a review on that for us. That's for sure. You know, I'm not going to
Yeah.
see that. So.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, it just depends. If I'm feeling like crumb after like I said, it's gonna be around dinner time ish that I
Yeah.
get back up to where I'm at. If I'm not feeling it, then I'll just go home and watch some college football. But we'll see.
Okay. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Jed, how are you doing today, buddy? What's going on?
I was busy and I was late for everything, so.
You made it here on time. That's
Yeah,
fine,
I know,
man.
I know.
I know you're rushing, but it's good to see you.
Yeah,
man.
I was
Good to see
rushing.
you.
So.
All right. Well, let's check in with the chat. Vince, he was here early, and he said, "Let's fucking go," because he wants to see this video as many times as possible. That's just all there is to it.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
So it's good to see you, buddy. And he's being the hardest working wrench in YouTube. He's got all the links up. Plus, Miss Reverend Wolf is here. What's going on, Kay? Good to see you. Good to see you.
It's really hard not to keep watching that movie over and over again. And
yeah, it is.
Not have it
I'm
on repeat.
sure. Whenever they put it out in physical media, I'm definitely going to watch it on a loop for a week.
It's already out.
On physical?
I think
not
it
physical.
is.
On digital,
just
it
digital.
Is.
Oh, okay.
I want a physical copy of it. Thank you very much. But anyway, it's good to see you guys. Let's start this thing off like we usually do with the pop culture update. And guess what? The little video I have for pop culture update, you get to see it again.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
We'll start off as usual with the box office receipts. Of course, no surprise, Smile 2 is top of the box office this time around. 23 million it made, which is good for a horror movie. It's not going to break the bank. Most horror movies are not going to make above that in their first week.
No.
The Wild Robot still pulling down double-digit millions. The kids' movies are doing good these days. Terrifier 3 is at 9 million. Beetlejuice still making money, even though it's on streaming.
Yeah.
For 5 million, and
it's been streaming, I think, for 2 weeks, a week or two now, and it's still in the top 5.
Yep, still.
So Small Robot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got that, and We Live in Time. I don't know what that is, but it's been out here in the U.S. for 2 weeks, and it's made 4 million.
It's from A24, so it's some history or something.
Right.
History or something.
But you see what's not there? It dropped to number 6. Joker 2 is already out.
It's only gonna go lower and lower.
It comes to digital in a week.
Yeah, that's amazing. They're scrambling to get that to streaming as fast as possible.
It's amazing how wrong Joe was about this movie.
He
thought it was a potential billion.
Yep. I did. I thought it would be,
And remember, look, I said.
Let me tell you something. You guys can knock me all you want. Nobody ever can predict everything. Okay, nobody can predict everything. But if they'd have done it right, that could have made a bunch of money.
But I'm good half the time, so
yeah, whatever. Toot your own horn. I don't care. Anyway, look, we're hearing good things about Venom. Venom: The Last Dance. First reactions praise final movie as the feast for the fans and the most entertaining of the trilogy. Tom Hardy gives everything apparently in this one, and
what's up, Wayfair?
May not be wrong because Venom: The Last Dance waltzes in with strong China start. Global debut now heading towards 165 million international box office. So it's already making money out there, guys.
Oh yeah.
Now I bring this up and you guys know I haven't seen any of these movies. Now I'm not radically opposed. I just didn't go see the first one because it didn't have Spider-Man in it. And it just, if you've read the comic books, which I know not everybody on this panel is a comic book nut, but it's kind of hard to do a Venom movie without Spider-Man, but they did it. They pulled it off. And according to my daughter and everybody else that loves these movies, it's really worth it just to see the banter between Eddie Brock and the symbiote.
I saw the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you say now?
No, I just said it is pretty decent banter.
Yeah. I saw the first one. I didn't see the second one, but because it was kind of. I got like maybe 15 minutes into it, but I do want to see this one.
I hear you, man.
Because
you got munchkins running around there, John.
This is going to lead up to like Spider-Man 4, where they actually bring Venom inward to the MCU.
Are they?
So, yeah. They're going to probably. I'm not going to spoil a lot of shit, but I already know what's going to happen.
I hit the wrong button. Who is that dude?
The baby.
This is Arlo.
Arlo. Well, Arlo, it's good to see you, bro. We've been hearing you for a bit, but it's good to see your face.
Yeah, he was
What's
a little
up, bruh?
fussy, so I said, why don't you come be cute on camera for a while?
There you go. There you go. Sounds good. But yeah,
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten around to watching these movies. You know, I'm a fan of Tom Hardy. You know, there's
Yeah.
nothing really keeping me from watching them now. I just haven't. This is one that's just gone by the wayside for me because I just didn't go see the first one. You know.
Yeah, it's that second one that's mid.
Yeah.
It's that the
Now,
first
that one
one was
had,
really good. I like it.
That one introduced. No, the first one didn't. The first one have Woody Harrelson near the end of it as
No, it was the second. Yeah, the first one, and then the second. Woody Harrison missed a mark in the second one.
Okay.
So yeah,
Woody Harrelson with the worst wig ever made.
Yes,
Yeah, I saw that. I
my
saw pictures of him with
God.
that guy. He's the serial killer that becomes the red symbiote. What's his name?
The
Carnage.
Carnage.
Carnage,
'Cause
yeah.
Carnage was awesome. Because
Yeah.
at the end of Maximum Carnage in the comics, you had Venom and Spider-Man going up against Carnage, trying to take him down.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, speaking of that Spider-Man movie, Tom Holland was on with Jimmy Fallon, and he said that he confirms that Spider-Man 4 will begin filming next summer.
yeah.
Everything's
Yeah.
good to go.
And there's already so many leaks from the movie, it's not funny.
Well, okay.
Well,
I haven't
one I
seen
heard,
anything.
I'm not sure is real, that Agent Venom is introduced in this one and shows up in Spider-Man 4.
Really? Well, we'll have to see when you guys go see this movie. I like I said, I'm not going to see it because I haven't seen the other two, but I'm interested to see what Knock has to say about it. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jed. What?
No, go for a
Okay.
knock.
Let's see. He says everything's good to go. We're nearly there. It's super exciting. The actor said during an appearance on Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. He said they're going to do some things that they haven't done before. So he said he's super excited about it though and can't wait.
What, Zendaya will be nice?
No.
Right? She won't be an activist.
That ain't gonna be happening.
Something like that. Yeah. But yeah, this is the beginning of my knock part of the update because I know you're a big Tom Holland fan. Well, guess what? Him and one of our favorite directors is fixing to link up. Actually, in another article I read, he called it the call of a lifetime. Whenever the guy called him, Tom Holland joins Matt Damon and Christopher Nolan's newest mysterious film, which is rumored to be a 1920s vampire horror movie. The Oppenheimer director's next film will release in July of 2026. So apparently he's going to be working with Christopher Nolan. And I don't know about you guys. I'm a huge fan of that guy and his movies. So looking forward to that. What do you think of him working with Christopher Nolan?
That's going to be an interesting. This 1920s vampire movie sounds fun.
Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, we've already got one coming out pretty quick here, don't we? Nosferatu's coming out by the end of the year, doesn't it?
Yeah, I hope they don't really screw that up.
Right? That's more in the 1800s, though.
Yeah, that was like before Dracula and all the.
But 1920, the Roaring 20s, a vampire movie, that could be cool. I mean, especially if it takes place in Gangsterland and all that shit, man. Imagine if it takes place in Chicago and the speakeasies and shit. That would be cool.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
That could be
like
really
you
cool.
have like a gangster gambler speakeasy runs it, and it's like two factions.
Come here, vampire! Taste my Tommy gun.
That's it, man.
You got two factions going against each other and shit. And
That's
they're,
it,
like,
man.
busting
Oh yeah, Vince Wilman and Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Yes. Next up, we got here from the Hollywood Reporter, HBO's Harry Potter series will be more in depth than the film, says Warner Brothers boss.
That's not hard to do.
No, it's not hard to do because
you can have a whole season per year.
From what I understand, they're going to do one book per season. I think.
Yeah, that's 1 year, one school year per season. So that's really not hard to do.
Yeah.
So they're really gonna screw it up.
I think the curious thing is who they gonna cast.
Oh, you know it's gonna be DEI Central.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, watch just for the sake of what's her face? Watch they make Harry Potter trans.
Dude,
oh, man,
that would
no.
that would be
No.
insane. That would be
she's
insane.
already suing them to try to get full rights back because she knows that Warner Brothers is going to pull some stupid shit.
I think
Yeah.
what our man there with John is saying, he's calling you guys on your bullshit's what it is. Yeah, that's what that's all. That's what he's doing. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of looking forward to this series, man. You know, just to see what they're going to do with it. I mean, I'm sure the lore fanatics like Knock and like my daughter are going to love this because they're going to be able to get. I'm sure there's stuff that, much like Lord of the Rings, that trilogy, there's stuff that's not even in.
Oh yeah, there is because I love the movies.
Yeah, well, what
Yeah.
I'm saying is the books. I'm sure there's stuff that's not even in these movies that.
Oh, yeah.
that guys that have read the books.
Okay,
love.
so
Oh yeah,
Jill,
they changed things for sure.
Yeah.
There was even roles that they changed just
Yeah.
straight up.
Yeah.
Just because they didn't have time to really introduce some of the other characters.
and there's things that are in the game that wasn't in the movies that they didn't get to put in the movie, so they put it in the game. Hogwarts, yeah. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cool.
You talking about the latest one?
Yeah,
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
That took hundreds of years before the freaking movie.
I know, but
that story had nothing to do with it. There's
I know,
nothing
but
in there
no,
that
there were
matters.
things that they mentioned
Yeah.
from back in the day in the books about history that
Well, yeah, that they
actually
didn't mention.
showed up.
That they didn't mention in the movies. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously there's a lot of lore that was missed in the movies. They could.
And that's my
possibly
whole
put the
point.
lore.
There's going to be a lot more lore from the books that we didn't see in the movies.
No, there. So Vince, she's fighting with Warner Brothers right now because they want to go to full woke angle. They want to DEI it up. So she's fighting with them right now. Yeah.
Let's see.
I think.
Go ahead.
Just saying. I think most people won't care about most of the cast. For the most part, I know they have descriptions of a lot of these people, but I think for the most part, it's going to be the main three that people would care the most about.
They're going to make Harry a black trans.
I'm reading Soul Assassin's thing.
Yeah.
He says, I want an American Hogwarts, underage potion brewing, flyby Carabas, and mad-eyed drunks walking around.
And then, she's going to have shaved head with a mohawk and a ring out her nose with tattoos.
I hope not.
Shit.
I can hope not. Look, HBO's been putting out. You got to give them credit. HBO has been putting out them and Paramount. The Taylor Sheridan verse on Paramount have been putting out the best shit. So,
I know, but
cross your fingers and hope that.
I'm crossing my fingers because I want to see a good show. Yeah. But everything.
Well, the good thing about this is that they can't pussyfoot around and wait 2 years for each season. Because by the time they get to see the sixth season, they'd all be like 30-year-olds.
Yeah,
right.
They can't. They need to actually put this out within a reasonable amount of time. No more than a year and a half, if that.
Right.
That's the problem the movies had because they aged up so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vince says, "Okay, I don't really follow Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling's news. Never read the books and only managed to watch one of the three of the first films. It's not for me. I've seen the first movie. It was good, but it's just not my bag, baby. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get into it, but my daughter, that's her Star Wars, man.
It's definitely one of those ones where if you read the books, then the movies are fine.
Yeah,
they're a manifestation of the books, kind of in a way. Not perfect, but decent enough to at least watch them rather than rereading the books. But most of the time, we're rereading the books either way.
Yeah.
I just knew that Knock would enjoy talking about some Harry Potter there for a second time. But anyway, we got that to look forward to from HBO. And next up, this story here, Hugh Hefner's son, Cooper, offers $100 million cash to buy iconic Playboy brand, my family's legacy.
Sorry, that's going to cost a bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna cost more than a million.
That brand is worth more than $100 million.
What is he gonna go full on like what you did?
I don't know.
I mean, nobody can.
Nobody knows, but
this
$100 million is not going to cut it, young man.
Yeah,
Playboy will never be what it once was because of the internet. So I mean, it doesn't matter.
They don't even publish a magazine anymore.
Yeah,
it's all internet based now. So, but you know, when I was actually, you know, the magazine that's what I call the modern day Playboy is Maxim.
Yes.
Even though it doesn't have nudes, that they basically follow the Playboy model. I mean, they have the same types of articles. They have the same types, like the gear part of it. I don't know if you've ever read that magazine, but
Maxim's
always
awesome.
show you. Yeah, they always show you the top.
And Maxim also endorsed somebody, but I'm not going to say. You know.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that. I just thought that was interesting that his son was trying to buy it, and he's not going to be able to. But not for that amount of money. You're going to need a lot more money than that, buddy. Talk to Elon, see if he can help you out, bro. Yeah, you're going to need something.
And there's a reason. I think there was a reason why Hef didn't leave it to him in the first place.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And he left it to Christie. You know, but didn't
Playboy ended with Hefner? Yeah,
yeah, it did, and then she went and destroyed it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. You see how energetic Jed said yes to Maxim? Of course, that maniac is further articles. Man, I've got stacks of them. Just because I love the chicks in there, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know, shoot. You know, I love my chicks, man.
Oh no, Wayfair. I've had this logo since the day that happened. By
the way, Wayfair, I saw you were the first one to left a comment on here today, man. Good to see you. Good to see. He's all he left in there was 199. And speaking of 199, boys and girls, check this out. Our man Jeremy Griggs from Geeks and Gamers is actually depicted as a villain in a DC comic book.
And they made him gay.
Yeah, they made him gay. And Knock, I know you probably don't know who this guy is, but he's a fellow YouTuber. He's the guy that got me into this. Actually.
Yeah.
And his videos about The Last of Us too. Yeah. And anyway, it says down here, this is from this graphic novel. The land is our land. It's a Blue Beetle story. It's a graphic novel, but it says here that the comic paints the character that looks like Griggs as part of a YouTube funnel that leads one of Jamie Rye's friends to join an organization called the Legion of Patriots that is actually a neo-Yahtzee group. I mean, they just can't stand him. They can't stand him, man. They really can't.
No, they really can't, you know. So.
But there's no denying that's him. No doubt about it. Hang on. Let me see. Venom.
Yeah, what's
Venom
up?
Shirt on. Look out.
I had to change my shirt.
Yeah. Well, you're going to see the movie this weekend. I know you go see all of these things when they first come out. So I'm excited to hear what you and Knock have to say about it when you see it.
I'm going to see it, but you know what I'm
accurate depiction. Wayfair says, it looks like him, man. It looks a lot like him. Vince says, I was just going to say that I've seen more Maxim cover pics in the last decade than anything from Playboy. Yeah, that's because Playboy is completely internet based. I actually have the channel on my Apple TV, and you have to pay for it though. There's not much on it for free, but there is a free version of it. And I get stuff like on Facebook. I follow them on Facebook too, and I get introductions to the Playmates and stuff. But you know, they do goofy shit like putting guys on the cover now sometimes.
Yeah, it's not.
Playboy it's not the same. It really isn't. We were still discussing if it's Jeremy or Machismo. Nah, that's Jeremy. Trust me. Anybody that's looked at that book can tell you that's Jeremy. No doubt about it. This is another YouTuber that kind of shit the bed the other night.
Speaking
of days ago. On the 21st, Tim Pool fans aren't happy. He threw all of his employees under the bus in a threat to quit the show. Come to find out, and I've watched the whole beginning of that show that I showed you last night, Jed.
Yeah.
Turns out he's not trolling for money, dude. He's succumbing to the pressure of fatherhood. Apparently, Allison is pregnant and he's getting married. And he's trying to figure out a way to run the company better where he can be a father. And
he complained about all his staff too.
Yep.
Saying his staff took all like his shit.
Yeah.
Dude, Tim is paranoid as fuck.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why, speaking of 199, Jeremy went into his comment section when he did that. He goes, "Hey, it's okay. I'll take over from here. We got it."
Yeah, right?
Dude.
Man, I tell you, Tim was also in that Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Was he? Really? Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what he was talking about. He's going to have a kid with Allison, and they're trying to figure out a way to where he won't have to do this as much. But I hate it for you, man. But this is the job, dude. You're going to have to find somebody to do some of the other jobs now, because she works 16 hours a day doing the administrative part of his business. So, and she's not going to be able to do it anymore. They're going to have to hire somebody.
What he needs to do is get a CEO that does that, pay them like, you know.
But the thing about it is, to me, Jed, the whole thing is he shouldn't have gone on TV or excuse me, on his show like that. And
that's the reason why
you don't do that. Look, if your employees are that bad, fire them. Don't blast them on TV. You know.
That's the reason why all his employees, like I was in over at the GCA Discord last night. Me, Wayfarer, and a bunch of the other guys, were all talking about this, and he was just like, it was just he just destroyed him.
Yeah,
like
Soul Assassin. I watch his show for the commentary and the guests. But I feel you about Tim. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him, because he seems like that kind of guy that walks up to the edge of a cliff with you and says, "Let's jump," and he goes to bend his knees. You jump, and he watches you go. You know, that's the kind of guy he comes across to me, man. You know, kind of a shit stirrer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's the ultimate fence sitter.
Yeah,
or at least he used to be.
Oh, he is. Yeah. He still is, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's. But I wanted to comment on that because I thought it was really shitty to do. I don't care how if you're feeling pressure to do something, life has changed. Okay. You're about to have a kid. You're going to have to change some of the things you do. That's just all there is to it. There's no reason to friggin' blow a gasket, on live with, how many people watch his show? About 300,000 when he's on, something like that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous doing shit like that.
And well, here's the thing: the whole thing that started it was a graphics card.
Yeah, and graphics card messed up. Now you don't have a backup computer to do your shit on. Come on, bro.
Okay, so this homeboy, let's put this out, because I was going through the list of all the shit he has over there. He has a garage that has like 10 cars in it. He has one of Elon's super trucks. He has something that he was going to do for Rogan that he never did. He has a skate park. Homeboy got money.
Yeah, he's got money out the ass. He gets more.
Yeah, don't tell me that your shit don't work.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one. We kind of saw this coming. Marvel's Blade removed from a release calendar. They're dropping this one, and we kind of saw this coming. The guy that I can't remember that guy's name.
Mahershala Ali.
That's it. He dropped out of this project a while ago. He said it was just silliness going on in pre-production and stuff, and he wasn't going to be part of it. So, and I don't blame him. He's an Academy Award nominated actor. You know, he needs to steer clear of stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. I just thought that, since we cover Marvel and stuff, I figured I'd let you guys know that. Knock heard something about them putting a Predator movie in its place on the calendar. So I'm not sure about that, but he read an article about that today. They must have decided.
It was announced today.
Yep. Okay. So there you go. Blade is out. And
I could take their Blade slot, make a Blade movie, and
yeah,
make them
we
$1
were
billion.
talking about the pre-show. I mean, yeah, especially after how Deadpool 3 did with his cameo.
Well,
I mean, I think that was the
here.
biggest. I think that was the biggest crowd reaction I heard.
Here. I got some
of all
for
the
you,
cameos. You know what I mean?
I would do an old man Blade movie.
Mm-hmm.
And yep.
Yep.
Only one Blade. There's only ever going to be one Blade.
That's right, man. That's right. Wesley Snipes, baby.
Yeah, what's up? What's
hey,
that?
You can say what you want about him. He's a tax evader and whatever. But dude, I still, when I rate action films, Passenger 57 is always on my list.
Oh,
always bet on black.
Always bet on black, baby. That's it. I love that movie. Let's see what these
Demolition Man is always going to be my favorite.
Demolition Man's another
Demolition Man is like dope as fuck.
Yeah.
What seems to be my boggle?
Yeah. Look, it's not hard to make a Blade film. Just have a short clip of Fury saying that certain jobs need certain specialists aside from the Avengers, then recruits Blade. Yeah, no shit, right? Copied from my comment from Nick Weiser's video. What's he talking about?
Oh, he has it right below. He has it right below.
Okay,
yeah. He has it right below it.
Do I want to see a new Blade movie? Not really, or at least not now. The whole vampire craze is over, and Twilight killed it.
Twinkle Light.
Okay, Twinkle Light. Give it another decade or so. Sum up with a good idea. Come up with a good idea. Where does one go after killing Dracula? Yeah, I mean, I love the blood. I love the genre. So any new vampire movie that comes out, I can't wait to see Nosferatu. It looks good. It's got a great cast, man. Looks really good. But then again, I love the genre, man. I was into the underworld movies. I know they're bad movies, but they're popcorn movies. I dig them. They're a guilty pleasure for me. I love vampire stories, so I will never give up on vampire stories. Hey, what's up, Bjorn? My favorite tennis player ever, Bjorn Borg. Good to see you, man. Old Man Blade, it's the only answer. Yeah, that's right. Before you're too old to move, get him out there, right? Now, this one is one of my personal favorites, but it's not good news for him. Juror number 2, Clint Eastwood's latest and probably last movie, will be released in only 50 theaters. And 2 TV spots, and that's it. It's a limited release, 50 theaters starting November 1st. The film transitions from a planned streaming release. They were going to put this on streaming.
Yeah, I heard that. And
surprising with a low theater count for a big studio. 2 new TV spots tease the film ahead of its AFI festival premiere. And Juror number 2 stars Nicholas Hoult and Toni Collette, exploring a juror's moral dilemma in a murder trial. I can't, it's a shame. That's Clint Eastwood, man. He's one of the greatest directors of all time. But you have to admit, his last few films haven't been that good.
He's winding down. I hate to say it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's what, 100?
Yeah, I know. That's the reason why I'm saying
I want to say he's
like 93 or something like that.
I would love to see him have one big banger before he goes out.
That ain't gonna happen. Man.
I know,
but
I mean, to say he doesn't know about this generation of moviegoers is kind of.
I mean, the last
94.
The last good one, 94 years old now. Yeah. The last good one he put out was Gran Torino, and it was really great because he interacted with the younger generation. That's what made it so
I
good.
love that movie.
It's a great movie. Speaking of great directors that are getting up there in age, my brother from another mother, John Carpenter, to receive Los Angeles Film Critics Association Career Achievement Award. I'm a big fan of this guy, and
Carpenter,
I'm sure we're going to see at least. Knox already got a review today of my favorite movie he's ever made for us, but I'm sure we're going to see as we continue this 100 movies list, a whole lot more from this guy right here. So
I
yeah.
hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so too.
I think it's funny that the moment he comes out against a certain presidential candidate, he gets an award.
He gets an award. Yeah.
Mhm.
Dude, I imagine if they had Kate Beckinsale as a villain for the Blade to fight, Joe would lose his mind. Yes, I would. You know, I'm in love with that woman.
I got one better.
That is my kind of chick right there. Yep. Think Gran Torino was too slow? Yeah, but it was a really good movie, though.
I got one better, Joe. What if it was Sidney Sweeney and fucking up against Blade?
Oh, my God, man. Wow. No.
Well, the way she's looking right now.
Kate Beckinsale. Yeah, right? Yeah, she might beat him up. Well, we had some sad news today out of the world of Hollywood. You guys might not remember this guy. His name was Ron Ely.
Yeah.
He played Tarzan on television back in the day, back in the 70s. And he passed away today at the age of 86. I don't remember him doing anything else. Do you, John?
He did. He was Doc Savage in the 70s too.
That's right.
I didn't. Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
He did play Doc Savage. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But
I remember watching that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I watched this and Tarzan when I was a kid.
Tarzan was it was a pretty popular show. It didn't run for very long,
was.
but it was popular when it was on.
They had it on in the morning times and shit when I was little. So
it was probably in syndication then, man.
Yeah, it was already
a primetime
syndication.
television show when me and John were young.
Yeah, it was already in syndication, but they had it on in the morning when I was little.
Yeah, but God rest Ron Ely. He was a cool dude. He was one of those guys that realized he got lucky in life. You know what I'm saying? He was a nice guy.
Yeah,
he really was. Okay, we can't talk pop culture without hearing the biggest pop culture news this week. Former President Donald Trump is going to Texas for the Joe Rogan Experience.
Can we get a let's fucking go?
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man. And look, the cope is real, bro. These people are freaking out. Look, I found this article. Check out the headline on this article right here. Trump cancels all his events in favor of one of the worst people ever.
Yeah.
That's an actual headline. That's crazy, man.
Dude, here's the thing. Going up against Rogan gonna come out like a bulldog, man.
Dude.
Yeah, Soul Assassin's right. He did an interview with Undertaker and Kane.
Yes,
dude,
he did.
that was awesome.
Yes,
I actually watched it. It was Jeremy had it on his channel on DJ Cobra.
Did he?
I think.
Did he?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet, but I did. I saw a picture of the three of them together.
Either on Geeks and Gamers or DJ Cobra. I don't remember which one. So
yeah, but well, he keeps his political stuff.
Yeah, I was doing
Cobra.
other stuff last night.
But yeah, I saw the picture of isn't Kane the mayor of the town he lives in? Yeah,
he is.
I can't remember
someplace in Tennessee.
Yeah,
and Soul said it's on YouTube now. So
yeah. Well, hang on real quick. We got a regular of the show popping in.
There are some who call me Tim.
Tim made it. Where were
Tim?
you were a kid? Who knew?
Right?
Let's see. Don't remember him. I did watch Johnny Weissmuller reruns. I'm not that old when I was a kid. Yeah, Ron Eli was on in the 70s. It was a primetime television show.
Hey, Martin, what's up, bro?
Let's see. Y'all see his interview with the Undertaker? Yeah, we were talking about that. Yep. Yeah. And Martin is here. Greetings, my excellent friends. It's good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. But yeah, I couldn't talk pop culture without that.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's going to be on Friday live on Spotify or. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they record.
Yeah, he's going to have it over there and then bring it over to YouTube.
Yeah,
So.
well, I mean, what I'm saying is, I don't know if it's going to be on Friday. Is what I'm saying. I don't know if it'll drop on Friday.
Probably
I'm sure
next week.
Yeah, it'd probably
before
be
the
Monday.
election.
Probably Monday. You know,
That would be smart.
He doesn't put any shows out on Saturday and Sunday, so it'll probably be Monday's show. But I'm looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. That ought to be neat. It should. I don't think we're going to see Kamala go on that show.
No, she's already turned it down.
She's already turned it down.
Yeah.
She invited both of them. Yeah. Well, there you go. You know, she didn't go to the Al Smith dinner, right? I guess she can't tell jokes that well.
Yeah.
Even though she can cackle with the best of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Handlers won't let her do long format.
Oh, they're going to hide that chick right up until.
And they McDonald's invited both Kamala and Trump. Trump was the only one took him up on the offer.
And then there was an E. coli breakout.
Yeah, a supposed yeah. So, just conveniently right after he left,
All right, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It is time to check in on the girlfriend of the show.
How do you want me to handle the Sydney issue?
The Sydney issue?
Well, we should have a consensus on how the White House is going to handle it.
Well, I certainly hope the Sydney issue refers in some way to a problem that we're having with Australia, because if it's anything other than that,
Mr. President, Ms.
Sweeney?
To see you.
Have her come in, please. I am finished here.
Yes, sir.
There is no Sydney issue.
Yeah, time to
Look
check
at
in on
Vince.
what is
Well,
what is
Before we
looks for Sydney Rag.
before we start, I wanted to mention because I never know when you're going to actually start this, but before I saw today that production on Fallout Season 2 starts in November.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so pissed at the
Very
Fallout
nice.
thing today. Oh.
Yep. Just wanted to put that in there.
76. Just it was all about 76, and I was like, why? So
What do you?
let's get to the good shit here. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what Joe was talking about at all. So.
Yeah.
today's Fallout Day, so and all
oh,
they talked about was Fallout 76. So I was
Okay.
yeah.
why would you talk about that?
They're stupid. They don't.
It's
They
not a
got
bad
money.
game. It's just-
Anyway, you said November 1st. They start.
Well, in November they're starting.
Yeah.
In
That's
November
all it
they're going to
said.
start filming it. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Well, we knew we were getting a second season. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
a popular show, and we're gonna review every
Yes.
episode like we did last
Yo.
time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, so what we got this week? There's not much in the Sweeney file this week. There really isn't.
She was quiet this week.
Sydney Sweeney,
She's
David Johnson, and in talks to play Kim Novak and Sammy Davis Jr. in a love affair drama directed by Coleman Domingo. Now, Coleman Domingo has been making stuff for a while now. You guys might remember him from Fear the Walking Dead if you watched that series at all.
Yeah.
He was
Working on it.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
he's the con man in the show.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's a very talented dude, extremely talented, and he's getting into directing.
Good voice.
now. Yeah, he's a great
Yeah.
singer and all that good stuff. But yeah, he's going to be doing this show about some real life people, Kim Novak and Sammy Davis Jr. So that ought to be interesting. Now I found this on Threads the other day. I don't know who this girl that put this up. I don't know who it is or where she's at, but she's at a concert somewhere. When I first saw this, it looks like she might be at a theme park. You know how they have shows at theme parks sometimes.
Mhm.
I think that's where she's at. This looks like something like that. But check this out. I didn't put the sound on because I didn't think we needed it. But
You don't need.
there's
sound.
music playing in the background. Everybody's partying.
There's sound.
But
Yeah, fuck, I didn't know there was sound, man.
that's what
Looks like there's a
that's what it
stage
looks
behind
like
her.
to me.
That's definitely a stage.
Right,
Yeah.
but there's
something behind her?
pyrotechnics and all kinds of shit. That's what I'm saying. That's more of stuff you would see at a theme park, I would think.
Yeah.
But
Looks like a mansion or something in the background to the left.
well,
Kinda blurry.
Maybe it's at some rich guy's house. Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
But anyway, And since that's all we had this week, I figured since it was Halloween, we'd go ahead and show off the Halloween pictures one more time.
Look, liked by Dan Vask.
Of course it's liked by Dan Vask. Of course it is. But yeah, Dan Vask is he's another YouTuber like us.
Yeah, Dan is cool as fuck.
He is great. He's down in Brazil. He does heavy metal music.
Yeah.
And he did the theme for Friday Night Tights, Nerdrotics panel show that he does every Friday that a lot of us watch.
Yeah.
And he did the theme and everything for it. I love the guy's music. He does great stuff. He really does. Yeah. He's fantastic.
And I want to give a shout out to Dan. Please, next time you have the machete, don't try to cut off your whole hand, brother. Please.
Right? What the hell, man?
We hope you heal well, but no more machete for a bit.
No more of that shit. That's for sure. Let's see what they're saying in the chat here. Tim says he can't be Savage Davis Jr. He has two eyes. Oh, man. Come on, bro. Really? Did you go there?
That's true.
Only people with one eye can play Sammy Davis Jr. Wait, are you saying that one-eyed people would be shunned if they don't pick one to play that part?
Yeah, you're being an ableist.
Right?
Wait. Leela can play
pass
Sammy.
For Lionel Richie. Yeah, that's Coleman Domingo. That he was the guy on the right in that picture. Yeah. That's Coleman Domingo. He's on the Fear the Walking Dead. That's what most people in this sphere would know him from. You have no sound, and who is playing Dreamweaver? I don't know who was playing Dreamweaver. I don't know.
That's a Wayne's World joke, Joe.
I see.
Yeah,
Wayne's World joke. Yes, I got you. Wayne's World. I have not seen that many times. I wouldn't know. Okay, so we're done with that for this week. It is time to get back to our 100 list of movies. But before we get started with that, Knox got a quick review for us of
yes, and I was interested in this.
And we're going to start. I went ahead and ordered them from his least favorite to his one he liked the most. So number 5 out of the 5 of them is, I'm kind of shocked by this, Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Wait, you like this the least?
I liked it the least. Yeah, I did not care for it. Did not care for it. I thought the acting was atrocious. I thought half of the movie was edited in post-production, which just was weird. Yeah, I did not. The premise was okay. The ending, I think, is what everyone remembers. I'm sure. And I can see why, but yeah, no, this is an awful movie. I told Joe, I think that actress was like sleeping with the director or something like that, because there's no reason why she should. And probably because of this time period, she was one of the few that would be willing to show her, tits on the movie,
Right.
So, that's why she got the gig.
Well,
so
the only other thing
awful.
I've ever seen her in was The Dead Zone with Chris.
Yes.
She played his girlfriend. That got married while he was in a coma. Hey, everybody likes different things. I like it better than the original, but you might like the original better. When you've got nothing better to do, check out the original.
I thought this was the original.
No, this is the remake.
This is the remake of it. Yeah.
But this is the one you guys planned for me to watch, right?
Yeah,
it is.
We think this is the better version of it, but hey.
Well, if this is the better version, then I definitely don't want to watch the other one.
Did they act like they were imitating humans? Humans.
Wait, what are you talking like Snortopus for?
Right? But anyway, okay, so he's not too high on that one. But number 4 on his list was Phantasm.
How did you like this one?
Yeah, Phantasm. Go ahead. Tell us what you thought of this one.
This one was okay. It was fine. I like the. I ended up getting them all. So I have all the other ones to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched them yet, but I watched the first one. I do plan. I don't know if I'll watch them this year, but I got them.
I've never seen any of the other ones, brother. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I know, and I don't expect them to be any better. With these kind of movies, the sequels are never better.
No, it slowly goes downhill.
Yeah.
movie
No,
after
it
movie.
was intriguing, right? I'm intrigued by you know me, Joe. I'm a completionist, so
Yeah.
if the storyline's intriguing enough, I
Yeah.
may stick with it and give it a
Mhm.
go.
Yeah.
So it was fine. I didn't mind. I thought it was some pretty interesting plot holes. I liked the little guys, and then finding out why they're little guys, little Jawas,
Yeah.
going around
Yeah.
everywhere.
That was. Yep. Mhm.
And so I thought that was. I liked the little mirror thing, and finding out it's a whole different world. I thought that was kind of cool. I liked the premise of it. It was
Yeah, the
interesting.
Yeah.
premise
You'll
of it is
see.
cool.
The flying robot was really random, but
Yeah. Now, what you're going to see in future versions of it is they're going to have 2 or 3 balls, and the balls get more high tech. It's just.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But anyway, this one was one of my favorites growing up because, like I said, I was 14 years old when this movie came out. It had tits in it, so yeah, I was intrigued.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah. But Phantasm, yeah, that's always been one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was fine.
Freaks was number 3. On
This
his
one was
list.
interesting.
Yeah.
This was an interesting movie. I don't think it was more of a. It didn't really get scary, obviously, till the end. And they kind of went
One
off
of
on
us.
on the
One
on
of
the
us.
chick.
One of us. One
Yeah.
of
One of
us.
But
us.
no, this I really like this movie. This is I think you guys talked about this one too. I think this is like these are all like real people during that time.
Yeah, they are. This is all people
And so
from a sideshow
it made it
circus.
much more intriguing. I didn't really understand what this is like. A no actual story going on in the movie. It's just about a bunch of people.
I got a
So-
question I got to ask you guys though. Is it
Okay.
me or is that guy on the left a dead ringer for Peter Dinklage?
No, he looks more like Wee Man.
You think? Okay. So I'm off base.
I'm not
Look,
saying
look what Soul
Okay.
said.
All right.
It's underrated. Yeah, it's a comedy too at
Yeah.
points.
Okay. Well,
And the cool thing about this, a bunch of these freaks that were in here were in the Barnum Bailey Circus back in the day
really?
when Barnum was alive. Yes.
Yeah. I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I dug that movie. I actually really dug this movie. I thought it was pretty interesting.
I love this.
It kept my attention the whole time. It wasn't very long, which is good. Because I don't know how long. Because like I said, there's no plot. It's just like you're just watching these people live
So
their.
that one
their
looks
lives.
like Jason Momoa, Joe. That one. He does. Look at
he
him.
said Dinklage
Jason
plus
Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
You guys are weird.
Yeah. Hey, man. Okay. Next up, Halloween.
How was this?
My favorite horror movie of all
this one
time.
I watched last night.
Okay.
This was interesting. I don't know. I didn't know much about the lore, right?
Mhm.
About all these guys, of all these villains.
Yeah.
I imagine I think I'm gonna have to get into this a lot more every Halloween
Right.
and start off a lot earlier in the month
Yeah.
to get more movies in. But no, I thought it was very good, and the fact that this is introducing Jamie Lee Curtis, that was the youngest I'd ever see her. Before
Yes.
that
Yeah.
movie, the youngest movie I saw her in was True Lies. You know,
Okay,
Really?
so
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
So
wait a minute. Wait. You've never seen Trading Places?
dude, that's your
No.
like
You've never seen A Fish Called Wanda?
no,
oh my
Really?
god, he's like K.
yeah, so
You have
yeah,
you need to just check out her filmography, man.
Yeah.
She's really great.
I might have
Yeah.
to, but yeah, no. So
Back
this
then, she was the queen of Scream, though. She made 5 horror movies in
Yeah.
like 6 years. I mean,
Yeah.
my favorite one
My
other than
other
this
half
one was
was,
Terror Train. I loved Terror Train. I thought that
Terror
one was
Train,
awesome. Yeah.
No, it was just very, very interesting seeing her so young like that, and you know. But no, I thought it was a good. I really,
And
it
they
was a good
strapped
movie
them
for
puppies
sure.
down in that movie too, didn't they?
Oh, she
my
pop him out, and she's like, "What's up?"
Yeah, it seemed as the movie got, the more the movie got in, went along, the more nicer she dressed. It was kind of weird.
Right? Yeah, right. Because she was when you first see her, she looks like an old grandmother with that
Yeah, a
skirt,
little
friggin'
book,
sweater and all that
bookworm,
shit.
and then by the end of it, she's wearing like the,
Yeah.
okay, all right, we see you.
But
But
she's the first of what they call the final girls in these slasher movies.
Yeah.
Okay, and she's my favorite one out of all of them.
Yeah.
If we have time before this whole celebration is over with, we'll go over the best final girls of all time.
And I
My top
think-
3 are her, Nev Campbell, and of course Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, you enjoyed
think-
this one. Huh?
I think Knock would like
Yeah, good.
Season of the Witch basically.
Season of the Witch. Yeah.
You know, I got them all, so there's a
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
And just remember, Jed, I gotta have to watch them all.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna take the good with the bad. So
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. But what's funny about this though, you're gonna have like 8 movies in the Halloween series, and then you're gonna have Halloween from a few
Rob
years ago.
Zombie.
This last trilogy that came out, right? And it's a direct sequel to this.
Yeah, it is.
It says those other movies are bullshit. That they never happened. It's it's one of these changing history kind of things, man.
yeah, Days of Future Past. It's a
exactly.
revision.
That's
revisioning.
it. Yeah, that's it. Revisionist stuff. That's it. Okay, so top on that list, and I kind of thought it would be The Omen. Yes.
This is my first thought, throughout this whole movie was like, it's very clear to me that this was at the very top of the inspiration for the Final Destination movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
It had to be.
Because of all the crazy deaths in it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Unexplained deaths,
just
right?
the unexplained just happened. It could be ruled as accidents kind of thing, except for the first one.
Yeah.
That one got my attention. That first death with the nanny, that freaked me out.
All
where she's
for
like,
you.
"Look at me, all for you." Yeah, that freaked me the hell out. Like, I was like, "Oh my god!" And then she just jumped. And I was like, "Dude, that is nuts." Because that's like sycophantic, looking, and
So
she did it so well.
You've seen Final Destination, haven't you?
Of seen the first one. I haven't seen them all. I've definitely seen the first one.
But did you get what we were talking about last week, where this kind of matches up with the deaths?
That's what he was talking about.
I just said that, Jed.
Sorry,
I just said it's clearly inspired Final Destination.
Okay. I must have not heard that because I had to take my thing off for just a
but
second.
no, I enjoyed it. The kid, when it comes to kids, man, kids freak me out in any of these kind of movies. I don't want to see kids in movies.
They couldn't have cast it any better, man.
That
look
kid
on this
was
kid's face is great.
I like the nanny that came out of nowhere to take over, and the dog. They had a weird thing with the dogs, and no, I liked it. I liked all the different deaths. I liked that the photographer was somehow figured this out, and then saw the signs of what was happening, and marking them, which was really interesting.
Small Town Republic. What's up, Matt? Good to see you. He says, howdy. The nanny in The Omen is Jack Palance's daughter. Really? I did not know that. So that's some trivia I did not know. Very cool, man. But yeah, dude, I tell you what, one of the best practical effects I've ever seen in a movie is that plate glass decapitating the photographer, dude. Yeah, that's just amazing. Because you watch it in slow motion and his head is rolling across the glass before it breaks.
Yeah,
it's just wow, dude. That is so cool, But anyway, yeah. So I'm glad. I'm glad you at least got. Sounds like you got 4 of them that you might enjoy. No,
it was definitely just the one that I just. I will probably never go back to it, and most likely never want to watch it again. It was just, from the very beginning. I was just not liking it.
Yeah.
Martin says that decapitation gave me the heebie-jeebies, man. Yeah, no doubt. That was crazy, dude. That was absolutely nuts. But yeah, that one too has 2 sequels, and they actually remade it a couple of years. Or no, I think they called it The Final Omen. I don't even think it's related to it. But Sam Neill ends up making his debut in film as Damien as an adult. I think he's the American ambassador to Great Britain. I think in it, or maybe it's the other way. Were they?
No, that was his dad. Was the American ambassador to Great Britain?
That's right. He runs for president.
I was about to say, did he follow in his footsteps or something? Because that was the dad.
Right. Sure. Yeah. Okay. That's where I was thinking of that. But let's keep going with our list. Of course, the last one we looked at last week was Planet Terror. So we got to move to the next one.
Great movie.
And that is
awesome.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from 1931. And I think we were talking post stage. I think this is the original one, right?
Yeah, it is the original.
Yeah, that's. I
thought there was a Jekyll and Hyde from 1912.
Yeah, there might.
Or 1920, 21.
This was the original.
there's
I
no
feel
telling.
like the first
Let me
Paramount
look it
one,
up
because
just
I
a
looked it up
second.
the other day. The very
Mhm.
first Paramount monster, whatever
Mhm.
Paramount monster movies was, I thought Jekyll and Hyde from like 1912 or 1921 or something like that.
Man.
My man Soul Assassin says something about the OG horror films make them unbeatable by the remakes. Yeah, some of them are. They are. Okay. Of course, it's a classic story. Gremlins
Oh
is
my
number
god,
62. Are you
I
kidding me?
love
Yeah.
This is a
Gremlins.
horror movie? Come on, man. This is not a
I
horror
don't know
movie.
about that, but yeah, I watched this growing up. This
Yeah,
is
it's
so
great.
good.
It's
One
great.
and two, I love
I
them
don't know
both.
if I don't know if I'd
If there
call
was
it a horror
something that
movie.
they could bring back, I wouldn't mind bringing these guys back.
Dude, if it had Phoebe Cates in it, I was going to watch it back then, man. Oof.
These Gremlins were my what do you call them? The minions.
Minions back in the day. Yeah. What's up,
Yeah.
John?
1908.
1908?
Was
Okay,
the
yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Wow.
And
The
then there
first
was
film adaptations of Stevenson's Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was the 1908 silent horror film Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
And then in
I knew it was really
1920
early on.
Was
in
John
19
Barrymore's.
Yeah.
And then the 1931 was that.
Gremlins
It's
is a
actually
great
the
Christmas
third.
movie. I
Yeah,
agree.
it is. It's a
great
Christmas movie,
Christmas
just like
movie, yeah.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Come on now.
Yeah.
You know it is. Yes.
Well, you know we got to do our best Christmas movies, right? For
Oh yeah, we got to do that too.
for
Yes,
December.
absolutely. But Gremlins, I don't think it should be on the horror list. Oh my God, this should be so
Candyman.
much higher than 61.
Dude,
Come
this is
on.
awesome.
Probably Clive Barker's. Well, the only movie that Clive Barker's ever made that would be above this would probably be Hellraiser. His first.
What? Wait.
album.
Okay. So are we still picking out movies for Knock? For
Yeah,
I need more movies. I ran out.
Okay,
I watched them all.
Okay. I
have you seen this one, Knock?
I have not seen this one.
This is S tier.
Put that on your list. Yeah,
Put this
this
on
is
your
one of.
list.
John, would you agree? He needs an answer for all three of us.
Yeah, he needs one from all three. Of us.
Uh-oh. We have a
Okay.
dissenting opinion.
Oh!
What?
I stopped writing. I stopped
All right.
writing. Do I
Does
got
he
two
put it
more
on the list?
letters. Do I complete
go ahead
it?
and put it on the list. Go ahead and put it
All
on
right.
the list.
All right, I'll
I
find
was
out
gonna
why.
say- I was
John,
gonna say-
John, you're not too bad, not too far off. I'll
Yeah.
find out why.
Okay.
I was going to say A tier, but we'll go ahead and put it as S tier.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I think that's close enough.
Look,
That's close
man.
enough.
Tony Todd, he makes the friggin' Comic-Con
That's-
circuits. Yeah,
Tony
this guy.
Todd's the only reason that I would bump this up to S tier.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man.
And Tony Todd is awesome.
And it's a
'cause
great story. It has to do
Dude,
with
he's so nice
urban
too.
legend. So
Yeah.
if you're into urban legend kind of thing, yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the hell out of this one.
Yeah,
But then again, I like his stuff. Might suggest Psycho 2 for Knock. It's really good under the radar. Psycho 2 was good, but boy, it was made years after. It was a legacy sequel,
Yeah.
kind of like Top Gun Maverick. He made that many years after the original.
Yeah.
But what? Okay, so I mean, there's got to be a caveat. Well, you can't start me on number 2.
Well,
right?
Psycho.
So it's
I'm
Psycho
sure
was
it's
the-
on this list. Trust me. Psycho's
Original
on it.
Psycho
It might
is
be
like
number one on
did I
this
watch
list.
Psycho? I can't remember. Is that the very old? Just
yeah,
he kills his
yeah,
mom
black
and
and
mom's in the
white.
basement
The
and.
shower
Yeah.
scene.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I watched that last year. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
I thought
It's
you
really
watched
a
that
horror
last year.
movie.
Huh?
That's not a
It's
horror
a
movie.
slasher. You know, it's a
It's a
slasher.
slasher,
I
but
guess
it's
so.
not. It's not
The
really
the OG slasher is what you guys said.
Yeah.
Funny games? Nah. I'm
Nah.
not-
Let's talk about funny games, not Psycho.
Oh.
Psycho's definitely horror. It's a psychological horror.
Oh, funny games. The next one on the list. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah.
That he went down.
Not counting that remake.
Yeah. Yeah, there's about 5 Psycho movies after that.
Yeah, there
Mhm.
is. Yeah.
That's one I wouldn't even want. See, Knock, you gotta trust me on this one. You know, just watch Psycho 2. Don't watch the rest of that.
I
bullshit.
wouldn't
Okay.
consider.
I'm not
this-
too concerned about watching everything when it comes,
Right.
unless I'm really interested in the story.
Now this one
And
is pretty
I imagine
famous.
most of these aren't really good stories.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane? I wouldn't put it in S tier, but I would put her performance in this movie at S tier.
I would either put it
Betty
at
Davis,
8.
and Joan Crawford were awesome in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
They really were, and yeah, it's one of those psychological ones, man. It's
Yeah.
Vince,
it's
Psycho
crazy.
maybe not shower for like 2 weeks. Yeah, that was the reason, Vince.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's a pretty vicious scene.
Although he did mention earlier, I think it was Vince, whoever it was, I apologize, but Final Destination made you not want to drive behind log trucks.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
that is to this day. I
I've been
still don't.
scared to
I
death
don't want to
of-
be behind a truck that has trees on it.
Raw. Now I have not seen Raw.
I
Is
have not
this
seen this either.
2016 is going to be kind of rough. Scary movies.
Yeah,
suck these days.
it's rough.
Oh
Joe.
yeah,
It's
I've
a
heard
rough
about
movie.
this. Scenes of cannibalism in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rough movie. I saw this.
Cannibalism.
Yeah.
So they're trying to.
It came on. It came on
cannibal.
one of the movie channels one night a long time
Mhm.
ago, and I was just like watched it, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't recommend it. Okay.
No, I can't recommend that.
Peeping Tom from 1960.
Now
The
they
year
were.
Psycho was released, saw another film about a deranged killer who liked to watch his victims.
He
Peeping
tried
Tom.
to be Hitchcock, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't work.
Well, it's on this list at 57.
I know, but there's a bunch of other movies we thought would be. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of thinking of along the lines of Peeping Tom.
Yes.
I did
S
really
tier.
like.
S tier.
Before we go into this, Rear Windows was really good.
Yeah, it's
Rear
really
Window
good.
is awesome.
You're right. Hitchcock's
Window's my
made some
favorite
good
Hitchcock.
movies.
Yeah,
Yep.
Rear Window is awesome.
The Fly.
You just heard an S tier from all three of us in an instant.
I would say this is S tier. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of the best
Jeff Goldblum.
This is one of the best body horror movies you'll ever see.
Yeah.
It's wow, his transformation into the Fly is just grisly, dude. It's
Grody
pretty
Fly.
sick. Yeah, Grody Fly.
Yeah.
Dragonfly.
Yeah, Grindelfly. Let's see. I believe that was the first POV shots in a movie. Yeah, right. But anyway, The Fly. You've probably seen this, huh, Knock?
I think I've seen snips of it, but I don't think I've ever watched the whole movie.
It's good. It's
so
him and
put
Gina
this one on
Davis,
your
dude.
list, yeah.
Gina Davis is in this too.
Oh,
when
she was hot
really
as
young.
fuck in this,
Yeah,
too.
she is. She was really young when she made this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, dude. This is S tier. This is good stuff.
Yeah, this is your list.
Now, David Cronenberg is another. You're going to hear directors' names a lot as we go along here. You're going to hear John Carpenter, David Cronenberg. The one we just gave you, Candyman, is by what's my name? What's his name? God, let me scroll back. That's going to bug me if I don't get his name right because I love the guy, Clive Barker. Barker.
Yeah.
That's it. I realized what it was right before I got back there. But you're going to hear these guys' names over and over again because they're going to be all over this list. They are great. And Wes Craven. That's the Mount Rushmore, really, of horror movies, man. Is those four guys.
I was so glad he got Final Nightmare out.
Now, you've
before
seen
he
some of
passed away.
David Cronenberg's stuff. I guarantee you. Have you ever seen a History of Violence with Viggo Mortensen? You ever seen that one?
I don't think so.
Really? Wow. Maybe you haven't seen his stuff. Eastern Promises, where he's a Russian hitman. Yeah, he's made some good movies, but David Cronenberg makes some strange flicks, dude. He makes some really strange. The weirdest movie I ever watched with him, and of course, the poster child for weird movies.
Naked Lunch.
What is his name? James Spader? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy that did Ultron's voice in
Oh, I'm very
Ultron?
familiar with James Spader.
Okay, well, he's in a movie called Crash, where these people are part of a cult that get off sexually by being in car wrecks. It's fucking bizarre. This movie.
Yes.
But dude,
The movie I was thinking about when you said Crash was I think it was a different movie where
no, there was a movie called Crash that won the Academy Award for Best Picture.
It was in a lot of controversy.
I can't believe you didn't think Naked Lunch was weirder.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, Naked Lunch is weirder. I'm just saying out of Cronenberg's movies.
I would think.
Was it?
Did he do
Naked Lunch? I thought it might be David Lynch.
Yeah, that sounds like David Lynch. I don't think Cronenberg did. But yes, put The Fly on your list, dude. If you're a Goldblum fan, you have to see The Fly. No doubt about it.
Well, I need to get that.
Yeah, it's David Cronenberg.
Is it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I stand corrected. That is the weirdest movie he ever made. The sauna fight scene in Eastern Promises. Yes, my brother. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. Cheese Man says we are Venom. What's up, Cheese Man? Good to see
What's
you.
up, man?
Videodrome is weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
Videodrome's another one he made. He likes body horror a lot, dude. He likes doing movies like that. But anyway, let's move on. We could stay on that one for a while. Cabinet of
Hello.
Doctor
Caligari.
Caligari. Okay,
This
I don't
is
think I've
cool.
ever seen this movie. So
this is a cool ass movie.
It's a classic German horror movie.
Yeah, dude, this is an awesome movie. I don't know if Knock would want to, because he's got to get a thing, and I'm probably the only one here on the panel. Wait, have you seen it, John?
John said he's seen it. Yeah.
Okay, so me and John have both seen it.
Yeah, so, I haven't seen it, so I can't.
Yeah, he has. He
render
can't
an
give you
opinion.
the. I love this. It's yeah.
Is it silent movie? Yeah.
Yes.
I figured as much.
A lot of the, and it's just awesome the way they did it, even with silence. You know.
Let the Right One In from 2008. Now,
Vampire
the ones
movie.
after 2000, I'm probably not going to know much about, but
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about this one. I hear it's pretty good. So, you guys tell me, is it good or no?
I haven't seen this.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
Nope.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Let the
this.
Right One In. What's it about, John? What's the genre they're in this one?
Keep in mind, this came out when Twilight and stuff were all happening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a teen vampire movie. I guess the kid's getting bullied, and the vampires like befriending him and stuff. So
it's an episode of Being Human. Got it.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Gotcha. Okay, there you go. I saw the American version. Okay, gotcha. Vampires. All right.
Being Human is one of the most underrated shows ever.
Really?
By the
Okay.
way,
The British one, not the American one.
Yeah, the British one is
Eraserhead from
That's
1977. All you need to
whichever
do.
one Sam Witwer was in.
Okay. All you need to do is look at the first name on the synopsis. David Lynch. Guarantee you, this is a wild ass movie here.
Yeah, it is.
I've never seen this one. Eraserhead from 1977. No. Let's see.
It took him 6 years to complete.
What's really? Wow.
Yeah.
So it says in the description.
Let the right one in. Let the right one out. Let the spin it all around. You doing the hokey pokey over there, Vince? Is that what you're doing? But yeah, took him 6 years to complete. Good Lord. Never seen this one. Anybody seen this?
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna
Yeah?
tell you his little story on this one. My mom.
It's been a long time since I've seen
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
it's been a long time. I got dragged to the theater to see this.
Mm-hmm.
My parents.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why you're so strange.
Oh, dude, the shit that she dragged me to, yeah.
Blood and Black Lace.
I haven't seen this.
This I don't know about.
I don't know about it either.
Let me see,
1963.
64. Because I love a lot of the older stuff in the B movies. Let me see.
Well, this saying it's traditional supernatural horror tale, so it might be interesting.
It might be pretty good. You never know.
To say who's in it.
I think I might have seen it, but I don't know.
Let's see. It says Mario Bava began his career with more traditional supernatural horror tales. 55 stuffing 3 potent examples of 1963's Black Sabbath. The Fright Collection was his first color feature and test run of sorts for the chromatic exuberance of blood and black lace. A gory murder mystery set in Rome's cutthroat fashion industry. Whoa! In the fashion industry.
It's an Italian horror movie. Okay, those.
Oh yeah, it's one of those Italian horror movies they kept coming out with.
Wow, man. Okay.
From the 60s
Let's
up
see
to
what we
the
got
80s.
here. It says
Those
52, no clue.
brutal. Yeah.
Of course, Jed would know a film with lace in the title. Oh yeah, there you go. All right.
Haven't seen this one.
2002.
Like Joe said, we don't know a lot of the
Don't
ones.
know
in there
some of
too.
these.
Yeah.
That looks like Homegirl from all those. This isn't the one. No. Let's see. Especially sinister film drops world lured evil things.
Inferno, 6, 7.
Yeah. Let me go ahead, just in case you guys want to read up on this stuff. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for this list. It comes from Variety.
That's a revenge story.
Yep.
Yeah.
Irreversible. Is this the one with the rape scene with what's her name? The French actress that's in the Matrix, the second Matrix. She's the wife of the Merovingian. What's her name? Everybody is in love with that chick. She's gorgeous. She's in this. That might be this movie right here.
And then I'm gonna drop it in my chat for all the guys over there.
There you go. But yeah,
hey guys.
check that out. Let's see.
Japanese horror.
Onibaba.
Yeah.
Onibaba. Japanese horror. Of course, you know
Yeah.
Japanese horror is taking over the cinema. Monica Bellucci. That's it. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Martin beat you to it, Vince.
Yeah. Of course,
And
Soul
everybody-
and Martin would know. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody knows who she is. I couldn't
Dude,
think of her name.
everybody knows who she is because everybody loves her.
If you said
that's
from
the movie-
Firefly or Stargate,
If that's
I
the
would
movie, I think it is. There is a brutal
Deadpool.
rape scene in it. So, yeah.
No, Monica Bellucci isn't the same girl that was in Woman in Firefly.
No.
Is it not
No,
Firefly?
no.
Oh, okay.
No,
I don't
she's
know
not
why.
in Firefly.
I always think of them the same, but I don't know why.
You talking about the hooker in Firefly?
Yeah.
No, that's not her. That's the
not.
girl from V, the remake
Yeah.
of V, and
Yeah.
she's in Deadpool.
I thought V was Monica Bellucci.
She's Deadpool's girlfriend. In
Right.
the Deadpool movies. Yeah. hmm That's
I
not
forgot her
Monica
name.
Bellucci. No.
Yeah, it's not her.
But anyway, anybody, you guys fans of the Japanese horror stuff?
Yeah, I have some of it. I haven't seen
Yeah.
a lot of it.
This is an older one. Let's see. The Witch from 2015. I haven't seen this one, but I wanted to see it. Robert Eggers is a pretty good filmmaker, so I was thinking about seeing this one.
Yeah, I
Go
haven't
ahead.
seen this one.
Okay. Well, we haven't seen it. You guys tell us in the chat if it's any good.
Yeah,
If
if
you've
you guys
seen
have seen this, tell us in the chat.
it. Dude,
Yeah,
Monica
Monica
Bellucci
Baraka.
was a fox back in the day. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she was.
She still is. Hell,
Monica
you know,
Barakin.
here's a
Why do they gotta have the same initials?
right. Here's a piece of trivia for you. When she starred with Daniel Craig as a Bond girl, she was the oldest Bond girl ever. When she was in that, I think she was Inspector. I think that's the one she was in. Okay, The Witch from 2015. The Birds.
Birds is
That's
awesome.
a
Alfred
class.
Hitchcock.
I wouldn't put it at S tier. I mean,
No, I would
Hitchcock
say-
did a lot better stuff than this,
I would
but
say-
it's a classic.
Yeah.
That people make fun of this movie and the scenes from it and everything. But
He absolutely tortured Tippi Hedren in this movie.
yes,
oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He tortured the hell out of her.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember watching this as a kid, and they've always, ever since he made this movie, they've always done the play on nature. Like when Jaws came out, they made one called Grizzly, and Food of the Gods is another one that came out when we were younger.
And didn't he had the Valley of the Ants or some shit?
Right,
The
them.
Empire of the Ants.
Them was
Them.
before this.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
in the 50s.
Them,
But,
them's a classic 50s giant
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, if you have some time, this isn't A tier. If you have some
Mhm.
time, just watch
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah.
worth
Yeah.
a watch, but it's not.
Oh, them's definitely A tier.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not,
I
it's
said
just not
this.
S tier. It's
I
it's
didn't
not
say
one
S tier. It's A tier, not S tier.
Yeah, Orca was a good Jaws ripoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Orca
Yeah.
was probably a recreation of Jaws. It was, absolutely. They were trying to make money off of that, no doubt.
That's when
Godzilla is number 47 on this list.
This should be much, much, much higher.
Yeah, it
No,
should.
this
Now
isn't a scary
now you got to
movie.
remember it's horror movies, and monster movies fall
Yeah.
into the horror genre. Actually, I consider Jaws a horror movie. You know what I mean? It's scary.
It's got all the
shit.
elements.
I've never actually watched
Aliens
Jaws
are
all the
horror
way
movie.
through.
Really?
Well,
Oh man.
I'm gonna say this. So I'm gonna say this. I say this S tier for me. So
Yeah.
I've seen
yeah.
it. I
Yeah,
agree.
he's seen Godzilla.
I'm up to. I've kind of taken a break from Godzilla, but I've watched the first 6 or 7.
yeah.
The last one I
Spec
watched
is
was
here.
the Son of Godzilla, I think.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And in a young
Spec
Raymond
is in here.
Burr,
He says Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Zero.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
in a
I've
young
seen them
Raymond
all
Burr
in the
is
original
in
Japanese.
Yep.
He's in the remake, or not the remake, but the re-edit that was released in America in 1956. Godzilla 1954 doesn't have Raymond Burr.
Really?
Okay.
That was done exclusively for American audiences.
Wow. Cool.
I do plan to go back and keep watching. Godzilla is not something I'm gonna wait to watch, continue watching. But but I what I really liked is on the show Monarch, and I think this is really cool when stories do this kind of thing where in Monarch, the TV show, they basically act like it's a regular drill. Oh, Godzilla's coming. And then they have all their places that they go to, their little hideouts, and they have like
battle stations.
Come here, not even battle stations, just come here when Godzilla's coming around. And it's just a normal part of the day. And the most crazy thing about it is like once the alarms go away, and like it's like a false alarm or whatever the case is, like he doesn't end up going there.
Yeah.
They just go about their business.
Yeah.
The streets just come back and they all just go back about their day. It's wild.
He's just.
I haven't finished watching this show. I only watched like the first
life,
2 episodes,
right?
but yeah.
The OG Gojira is more of an anecdotal movie. He is a stand-in for the after effects of the bombs. Yeah. I mean,
it's cause and effect. Yeah,
pretty much. But I got to tell you guys, there is no bigger lore expert on Godzilla than that guy on the bottom.
Yup, they're John.
And then he becomes a defender of the Earth, so Godzilla's actually really cool.
Godzilla is cool as shit. Look, growing up, my brother was King Kong nut. I was Godzilla. I
love that he's part of the Kamen Rider and Super Sentai universe.
And I need people in monster suits to come back and just destroy cities made out of plaster. And
sadly, we lost the guy who designed those suits.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. There's just something so charming about them, destroying stuff, or, just the scenery that they made for that stuff was gold.
The miniatures, the miniatures are awesome.
Just everything that the time and the effort that they put in it is I love
Flying
it. It's
Godzilla is peak cinema. Listen to him.
Godzilla on the Godzilla tail slide. That's
it. That's
the ultimate maneuver.
Yeah.
And in the end,
doesn't that go in a video game too?
As big as Earth.
No, Martin, we ain't gonna play that, Martin. Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch it. I remember that was when I was a kid, and so I was like 11, 12 years old at that time, or 10 years old at that point. So it was a great movie for me.
Martin got me with that one because I would not put that up. I'm sorry, John. I apologize. I apologize.
I don't mind that movie, honestly.
Let's move on. And
there was a great P Diddy movie video that came with that too. So
right.
What, bro?
Okay.
Just goodness.
You're about to see a crime, ladies and gentlemen, because this is definitely a top tenner. It's by one of the Mount Rushmores, my body double, John Carpenter.
I regret nothing.
It is what many consider to be his greatest movie, The Thing. Chalks in at 46.
Wait, they high. They high as fuck on that shit.
That needs to be a lot.
They on acid. They done something.
They need to do
46.
That's got to be in top 10. I mean, come on.
Are these the same people that made the list, the last list we made that we watched? They're the same people because they're on drugs as much as they were in the last list.
Yeah.
But that's what's fun is deciding where this thing needs to be. I would say top 10, and this is S tier. If you've never seen this,
S tier.
No, Joe. Joe, this was last year. This is one of the ones last year.
You saw it, didn't you? Yeah.
This is the they're out in the Arctic or wherever the hell they are, and there's a monster and turning them into whatever.
And look, they're
it ends with a flamethrower.
Out there in the audience, if you've never seen this movie, I've got one thing to say to you.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Yeah, what's up?
There's a comic, a meme comic out there that has Ripley on one side and Kurt Russell's character on the other with the flamethrowers.
McCready.
She's McCready. Yeah, she says, "Alien, I'm chasing an alien queen. You." spider crab head crab, whatever it is. Yeah.
Well, I tell you, man, the thing that makes this so great is, for me personally, is I was a big fan of the original. The Howard Hawks original was one of me and my brother's favorite movies. James Arness, Matt Dillon from Gunsmoke. He played the monster in it, but he was a plant-based monster. You'd cut off his arm and it'd grow back and all that stuff. But it was the same thing. It was guys at a weather station that had found this thing. And the ending's a lot more uplifting in that story. I mean, they radio in that everybody's okay and blah, blah, blah and everything. But
James Arness like 6'7" or some ridiculous.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He is a really big dude. He started in Hollywood playing Hollywood monsters. That's how he got his start. But this isn't so much of a remake as it is a retelling of the original source material. They went back. He went back to the source material, which is called Who Goes There? It's a short story. And he decided to make that into a movie where it mimics human beings and you can't tell who the thing is. And it just, look, the practical effects in this, I think you guys can agree, is some of the greatest stuff that's ever been put on film. I mean, it ranks up there with the impact that those effects had on the industry. Were a lot like the impact of the stuff that they did with Star Wars in the 70s. They did amazing things with this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, give it a watch. Great cast, great movie. You guys, what do you think of it? Knock, tell us what you thought of this movie when you watched it last year.
No, I thought it was a good movie. I could see why it was on the list. I'm I've already mentioned I'm not a big horror guy, so it's not something I'm going to watch on the regular.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah. John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best practical effects movies ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not one piece of CGI in it. Yeah. It's amazing what they do, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
For me, one of the most impressive practical, contraptions that I've seen has got to be werewolves. What they used to do with werewolves.
Yeah.
With the blow in the air into the mask or inside and creating a bubble, and it creates the jaw.
My favorite one is American Werewolf in London. I thought that was the best transformation they ever made. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Jed, what'd you think of this one?
Dude, I agree with everybody else said. Practical effects. Practical is always the best.
But I'm going to pose this question to all of you. Was the thing dead in the final scene?
Hell no.
Hell nah, bro.
Okay. Yeah. When he drank the alcohol, that kind of clued me in right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave you hints at the end of the movie about what was going on.
Pretty crazy, man. Okay. Enough about the thing. I could go on about that movie.
Okay, I love
The
this
Invisible
movie.
Man from 1933.
One of the original Universal monsters.
One of the original Universal monster movies. This is S tier, buddy.
This is S tier right here.
Yep, it is.
Yes.
Claude Rains and the Invisible Man is. We've all seen it. We've all seen it 100 times. We all watched this as a kid, man. It is a great flick, dude. You will enjoy the hell out of it if you've never seen it. Knock.
Yeah,
put that on your list.
Seen it.
Yeah, put that on your list. It's good stuff. Most definitely.
Yeah, like I said, all the Universal monster movies belong.
Yes,
on there.
they're S tier.
Yeah.
Yep. Manhunter. Oh my God! This is on
William Peterson.
Right. This is. Okay, go ahead, John. Go ahead.
This is the first adaptation of The Silence of the Lambs.
Yes.
Hannibal Lecter.
Actually,
Red Dragon.
Red Dragon, the movie Red Dragon. This is the first telling of it. It's called Manhunter. It's a good movie, but I think Red Dragon's better. It's once again, I'm talking about source material. My wife's a big fan of the books. She's read the books, and kind of like what's that Tom Clancy character, Jack Ryan, being the reluctant guy to go into all this stuff. William Peterson plays this part, the investigator part, as a ballsy guy that is going to find his killer, kind of thing. But
in the book, he's not.
Yeah, but what's our guy's name that plays him in Red Dragon? super tall actor that's really good. Ed Norton.
Yeah.
He does a better portrayal of the character from the book. The guy that doesn't want to do it, kind of
Well,
thing.
the best portrayal of that character is probably the one from the series.
From the TV show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But this was like Michael Mann's second movie that he ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my gosh, it's excellent, man. It really is. Can anybody tell me who played
Hannibal Lecter?
Hannibal Lecter in it?
I don't.
Do you remember?
Oh shit! I don't
It's the
remember.
same guy that he's an X2 as the as the colonel that gets Wolverine.
Oh, Stryker.
Yeah, Stryker.
What's his name? I can't remember the actor's name.
I don't remember it either.
Brian Cox is his name.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Okay.
he plays Hannibal Lecter in it. And this is a great movie. If you've never seen Manhunter, it's not S tier. But if you have time and if you're into if you like the Silence of the Lambs and all those movies, you definitely want to watch this and compare it to Red Dragon and see which one you like the best.
Yeah.
I like Red Dragon better, but this is a good movie on its own too. And
Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal were definitely two top tier movies for me.
Yeah. Did you like Red Dragon?
I don't think I watched that one.
Really? Yeah. Well, this and Red
I kind
Dragon
of got
are the
out of
same
that
story.
vibe.
Yeah.
Red Dragon's where he eats the brains while the guy's sitting there watching him.
No,
that was Hannibal.
No,
that's
Hannibal.
Hannibal.
Is that Hannibal?
That's
Is that
Hannibal.
Hannibal?
Because
Okay.
I've seen that movie, so
I was gonna say
that's definitely Hannibal.
That's insane. Just that whole concept. Here, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
that's
tease your
that's
brain.
with what's her name, the redhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Manhunter is worth a watch. And Michael Mann is another great director. But
Hello,
I can
Clarice.
actually see those of us that have seen this, would you agree? I can understand it being on a horror movie because it has that horror movie feel to it. Yeah, for sure. Okay, next Vampire from
Vampire.
1932.
Vampire,
Vampire.
That's a cool movie.
Yeah.
I loved all the classic stuff back in the day. So
it's not one of my favorite vampire movies, but I've seen
no,
it.
it isn't. It's fun to watch though.
Yeah.
28
days later.
Yeah.
Wow. Killian
Yeah,
Murphy.
I've seen this one. I've seen 28 Weeks Later, and I think they're working on 28 Years Later, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're
working on
doing 28 years later. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was a neat take on the zombie outbreak. I thought it was pretty cool.
It's basically Rick waking up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is basically Rick waking up. Yeah.
And he just the only difference is he didn't find Carl. So,
right. That's it. He didn't.
This is Rick if he didn't find Carl.
Right. That's it. In London. Right.
Right,
and they're cut off from the rest of the world. Right.
Yeah. Because the rest of the world.
Pretty wild shit, man. If
That's
you've never seen this movie, give it a watch. It's
I think I'm definitely gonna have to go back and watch them, especially with the new one coming out. I'm gonna have to go. It's been a long time because I think 20 Weeks Later was when they showed a little bit more of the pre-time.
I've
right?
never seen 28.
That second movie was just wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched. I'm definitely gonna plan to go back and watch it when the next one comes out.
This one's a zombie movie,
story.
folks, but it's a different twist on it. Just the island of England is affected, and it's pretty trippy. Pretty trippy.
Yeah, and they're and unlike a regular zombie, they're fat zombies because it's
they're fast zombies. The kind from World War Z. That's what you got.
Yes.
Yeah. They're coming to get you. Let's see, number 41, The Devils. I don't know what this is about.
I saw this on.
I think I've seen it once. But
I think I've seen it on Rift Tracks or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure because I see a lot of old horror and stuff over there.
It's like a cult.
It's a cult. Yeah, it's a cult movie. It's okay, but I would say B tier. Not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. B.
I've never seen it. I'm just reading about it.
I don't remember enough about it.
Yeah, this one would be a B tier. So
they're mentioning
it's not at the very bottom.
Eroticism and shit like that. I don't know. Who knows? Sounds pretty wackadoo.
This is awesome.
The Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
This is
not. It's high A.
It's not S tier.
It's not. I would say A.
Yeah.
High A. But
high A.
It's not S tier.
Yeah.
I imagine there's going to be a point where I'm going to be watching all the Paramount movies.
Oh, the Universal monster movies. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And I think
I'm sure
they're
that's
all
going to happen.
Tubi right now.
I got to tell you, I love the remake with Sting and it was called The Bride, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I believe. It was Sting was Dr. Frankenstein in it, and The Bride was played by Jennifer Beal from Flashdance. Yeah, I was in love with that chick back then, but that was in the 70s.
Soul Assassin, the actress that played the bride, was in Mary Poppins as the nanny.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why. I'm not going to explain. Be able to tell you why. But when I think a great idea would be Sydney Sweeney as Mary Poppins.
Really?
Mary popping out.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
No, I can see what he's
I
talking
don't know
about.
why. I don't know why that popped into my head. I'm just saying.
It's her attitude. It's her attitude.
Yeah.
That she could pull it off. Yeah.
Yes, she could pull that off. Yeah.
Can she pull off ugly?
Right.
Okay, we saw how she is as a boxer. She can pull off ugly. Okay.
I got to pay more
That's the
attention
hair.
to the chat, guys. I'm reading this, and every time I can't remember a name, Martin is making sure I know who it is.
We got guys in both chats like.
Yeah.
Well, you guys had already figured it out at that point. He knew it was Brian, but he didn't know it was Cock until you read it out.
Yeah,
So he was almost there.
Spoonful of Sweeney makes the medicine go down. Dude.
No, I haven't seen this one.
Quiden, what
Yeah.
is this, man? This looks trippindicular right here. What's this about?
I don't know. I
I
haven't seen
haven't seen.
Oh, you haven't
this.
seen it? Okay.
No, not
you
even
had.
I've seen this.
Yeah, I have never seen this one, guys.
Yeah, it's usually
Another Japanese
me or
horror
John
film.
has
It's
seen.
gonna be
Yeah,
weird.
another Japanese
Like-
horror film. Mm.
Kobayashi, I see that name in there. Well,
Hey.
there's Freak.
One
There's
of
Freak.
us.
Hey,
One of
all right.
us.
Now that was so Freaks was on your list from last year. Is that what you were telling me? Telling us last week?
Yeah.
No, it was
No,
part
we
of the
put it
list
on-
that we
we told
reviewed it
them-
today.
Oh, okay.
We told them last week.
This was
Yeah.
number 3 on my list of the 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but what I'm saying is it on the list twice? That's what I'm saying.
No, I
No, we
brought
did
it
it
up.
from-
I think John brought it up. Me or
That's
John
I think
brought
I
it up.
think it was left over from last.
I think it
can't
was
remember.
too.
It was
That's
written
all
down
right.
though, for sure.
Yeah. Mhm.
I did have this list from last year, so yeah.
One
it
of
may have
us.
been.
One of us. Yes. Okay. So we talked about that one at length earlier. Let's see what else we've got here. Deep Red Profondo Rosso. What the hell?
Looks like
That
some
sounds
Italian.
another Italian bloody.
It's
Yeah.
gory.
Okay, yeah, Italian slasher. Okay, hey.
Yeah,
This
there
one
you
is
go.
gory as.
All right. Sometimes you
Italians
can't read a
love
book by its
spraying blood
cover.
everywhere, man. They
Yeah.
do. They do it in the westerns too. They
Oh
do.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, the DNC convention again.
Oh
Talk about
jeez.
freaks. Oh, good lord. Okay, so Deep Red is up here. Okay, let's see. Hereditary. Now, my daughter keeps telling me how great this movie is. I have not seen it.
I
Have
haven't seen
any
it.
of you seen it?
Nope.
2018.
Yeah.
Definitely not one that would be on my radar.
Yeah, it's from what my daughter says. This is one of the better horror movies that's come out in the last decade. She said it's really, really good, and that's who I used to watch horror movies with when she was a teenager. I introduced her to the Mount Rushmore of horror. The slasher movies. and all that
It's
stuff.
sad that we have all these movies from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s,
And there's really not that many
70s,
from
80s, 90s, and
Yeah.
when 2000 hits, they start just disappearing.
Yeah.
We had
But-
that.
But
whole-
like I said,
You know.
you guys, if you're looking for
Yeah.
something to watch and you've already seen a lot of this stuff and you haven't seen this one, give it a watch. Like I said, my daughter gives it her firm
well,
endorsement.
that's
no
a
doubt.
good endorsement right there.
Mhm.
Though.
Yeah, she's definitely a horror fan. knows
There's
about
the
it.
original nom.
There's
right
the
here.
original Invasion of the Body Snatchers from 1956.
I might have to give it a go just to give it a try.
Yeah.
Look, you have to admit it's a good concept.
It
You might not
is.
have-
No, I like the
have liked
concept. It was the
Yeah.
acting that just
Mhm.
completely
Yeah.
turned me off on it.
Yep. Let's see. Early 2000s had some attempt at horror like Dead Silence and Darkness Falls that were decent. I believe Saw came out around the turn of the century too.
Yeah, it
the
did.
first one didn't
God,
it?
that
And
first
then-
Saw is a masterpiece, and
Yeah.
it takes place in one fucking room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
insanity.
A lot of horror movies in the last decade or so was more filled with jump scares. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that, and I just can't get into the Japanese.
That I have no interest in
Right.
jump scares. That's just cheap.
Ooh,
Evil Dead
Dead by
2,
Dawn.
Dead by Dawn. Wow.
All right, so okay, hold on. Now you guys aren't gonna care like me for this. I am not a big Evil Dead fan. I'm
Yeah.
just not.
It-
I really like Bruce Campbell,
Mhm.
mainly because of Burn Notice.
Right, Burn
but
Notice. Yeah, it's one of my favorite shows, too.
I can't
Yeah.
get in. I just can't get into this chainsaw, maniac, doing that. I can't do it.
Yeah.
This is something my dad loves, and I just
Evil
can't do it.
Dead is S tier.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it's super popular. It's just I know enough about it that I'm not gonna
Yeah.
want to watch it.
Evil Dead's okay. I'm not. I like it, but I mean, I don't consider it S tier.
Evil
It's
Dead
a
is a
complete
horror
cult
movie.
following.
Evil Dead is a horror movie with a
is
smattering
comedy.
of comedy in it. This one goes about 50-50. By the time we get to Army of Darkness, it is full on comedy, man.
Now I love Army of Darkness.
Yeah, I do too. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, you got to admit, it's more of a comedy than a horror.
Dude,
movie.
and then John, Joe, when you get to the TV series, it's like comedy with drama.
I think that's what turned me off with the TV series.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, Sam Raimi, though, he's made some stuff that I really dig. Of course,
Yeah.
he made the first Spider-Man trilogy, and I
Yeah.
love that. But before he made the comic book movies, he made his own comic book movie in Darkman with a young Liam Neeson.
Darkman
And
is
that movie is off the chain.
awesome.
I love it, man.
That movie is freaking awesome.
And you could see his love of the Universal horror universe in that movie.
So
he made his hero a monster, right?
So
So
Joe,
It's
I
cool.
I have a copy of Darkman number
Yeah.
1, first
Uh-huh.
copy signed by Sam Raimi.
Do you? Nice.
Yes.
That's badass,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah. Sam Raimi's a great one. M.
Classic.
That's
that
just
is a
classic.
classic
Yeah.
one.
Fritz Lang, the guy that did Metropolis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Metropolis.
This is a classic. This is like, I think it's his first talkie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although I do like
very
Metropolis
good.
more than him. Him is
Freaking
good.
Peter Lorre. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to say, as far as the older ones from the older genre movies, I'd have to say this is S tier myself.
Yeah, it is. It
It's
is.
really good shit.
Yeah, I would say it's S tier. It's
But like I said, I love Metropolis more than this one though.
Yeah.
But I do
So
love
so are
this.
you giving it an S tier? We giving it 3 or no?
That's an S for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. M from 1931. Knock. Watch that one.
Got it down.
Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff.
It's gonna be hard to search for because
Only
I
letter
can,
M.
Yeah, right?
M doesn't really give you a lot of help in the. I'll have
I
to try to
can
include
give
the
you
year.
a copy of where I know where there's a copy, and I can give you a copy.
Let's
okay?
see. Only
The place
seen
where you can watch
Metropolis once. Didn't they remake it recently? No, a
No,
lot of people are
that's-
confused about that. Francis
Yeah.
Ford Coppola's movie is Megalopolis,
And it has
Yeah.
nothing to do.
and it has
absolutely
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it has
And completely
nothing to do-
bombed.
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
completely bombed. I still want to see it.
It'll be in digital before
32, the
end
Night
of
of the Hunter. And
That's
look
a good
who's
one.
in it. The
Robert
guy from
Mitchum.
all of those
Yeah.
friggin' great movies in that time period. Robert Mitchum, man. He's
I would
OG.
say this is a B. This is a B.
Yeah?
It's
Okay.
a solid B. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's
a solid B.
B.
Yeah.
But it's good. But I mean, it's got Shelley Winters in it. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a good cast in it, man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, so, but it was just, it's a solid B. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. There you go. Next one,
Ringo.
Ringu.
Yo, this is like,
Is this the ring? Is this the
Yeah,
ring?
This is
It's
the original.
The ring.
The original
Yeah.
Japanese
The
version. of
original
ring.
version.
Uh-huh.
I didn't.
And I
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I
Oh
like,
yeah. Yeah,
I
yeah.
like the original version over the US version better.
Yeah.
Like,
The ring
Yeah.
is a remake. The Grudge is a remake of
Yeah.
a Japanese horror
yeah.
movie.
This is much
There's a
better.
bunch of them, man.
This is
Grudge
much
is
better
like
than the United
Yuan
States
Grudge
version.
or something.
This was the death of VHS basically.
Pretty much.
Or actually,
Ringu is
Nobody
better-
wanted
more like-
VHS anymore. This is
more
when
like
DVD started
VH
coming around.
Yeah.
More like VHS is the death of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get down to number 30 before we get out of here. Eyes Without a Face.
Dude, yeah, this is
1960.
Yeah, this
looks
is
like
really
early body
fucking
horror
dark.
here, man.
It's really fucking
pretty
dark.
wild, dude. Pretty wild
Yeah.
stuff.
But definitely not S tier.
No,
No,
it
not
isn't.
S tier, but it's
No.
definitely
It's C. It's a solid.
I
C.
would give it a solid C.
if you're a fan of the genre, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I
no
give it a
doubt.
solid
Yeah.
C.
Mhm. Let's see. Yeah, Soul Assassin says Ringo is better than the remake. He says Japanese horror superior. Do not let your kids see it thinking it's related to Pingu. Well, listen, what do you got for your list there, Knock? How many did we add for you?
We got 5 total.
Okay. That's another 5.
Candyman, 1992.
Okay.
Psycho 2, The Fly, The Invisible Man, and then M.
Okay. There you go. There you go. Sounds good.
That's
You got some movies to do for this week.
Got some homework, and you know a lot of those movies aren't that long. I can tell you.
No,
that
they're
right
not.
now. They're not. So
that's perfect.
Yeah. But anyway, okay. So we stop at number 30, and we've got 29 more to go. I think we can knock them out next week. We'll just
we only got
we'll just
one
keep
more
the
week.
pop culture. We'll keep the pop culture stuff down to a minimum.
How is this funny? The next show is on the 30th, and we have 30 left.
We got 29 left.
So we're really going to be giving him a list of stuff to watch next year.
Next year, yeah.
Because he's not going to watch it all.
No,
Halloween night. So
depending on what it is, if you guys are true, because we're supposed to be getting down to the best of the best, right?
That's it.
Supposedly, right?
Supposedly, yeah.
Right. I might be because it's a Thursday and Friday the next couple days and Saturdays the rest of the week.
Yeah,
should be able to have.
But
time to watch a few of
I
them.
tell you, the two that I stand out for me tonight that should be way higher than what we saw. The two that I saw that should have been Godzilla and The Thing. They are way too far back.
Those are both top 10.
Yeah, top 10. Easily.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Okay, boys and girls, that's it for tonight. Let me check in with the chat. Oh, my man is hard at work putting the friggin' links in. Don't forget to drop your little lingo you want me to say at the end of the show too, buddy. Let me let you guys know what's going on with the channel. Of course, you're watching State of the Atmosphere. We do it every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. It'll be the finale of the Halloween celebration and the top 100 list from Variety. We'll go over that next week. Same place, same channel at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. And then Friday, you can check me out working on my comic book, Sketching the Privateer, comes your way at 1 p.m. Central Time on Friday. John will be back playing the Telltale series of The Walking Dead this Friday on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And Jed Knock will probably be there to ride shotgun along with Martin. Don't let me forget Martin. I forgot it last night.
Yeah, because he'll crash
jumped all over me.
If you don't get him in there.
But they'll be on at 8 p.m. Central Time with Game Night with John on Pop Culture Minefields channel this Friday. And then Saturdays is for MF for Roadhouse. Now, he's going to be off for a few weeks because he's got some personal stuff to take care of. But keep monitoring his channel when it's ready to go again. MF for Roadhouse. And I'm still waiting on my t-shirt. I checked today. I was hoping I could wear it tonight, but
I know.
It's not here yet.
But Roadhouse is on hiatus until personal life gets out of the way.
There you go. So definitely go check out MF for Roadhouse on 9 o'clock on Saturdays going forward whenever he starts it back up. And then 10 a.m. Central Time, it's on Sunday morning. It's NFL pregame party. We catch you up on everything that happened on college football Saturday, and then we talk about the upcoming games on the NFL slate 2 hours before the kickoff of the afternoon games. Pregame party on my channel every Sunday. And then back over on Pop Culture Minefields channel on Military Monday this Monday, we're going to do Henry V, starring Kenneth Branagh. So come check that out. We talk about military movies. Me and Martin and Gary Kissel and his girlfriend Anima. We're always there Mondays at 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And then at 4 p.m. Central Time, It's Only Talk and Roll comes your way. Looks like he may be changing the date to right after this show. So you may be leaving my show and going right to It's Only Talk and Roll. But for right now, it's still at 4 p.m. Central Time on Mondays. Our good friend That 70s Rock Fan has a show every Monday at 4 p.m. on his channel. And then at 5 p.m. Central Time, it's the Brothers Hack the Matrix. Everything you need to know about the clown show that is 2024 through the week's headlines. The Brothers Hack the Matrix every Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time. And then I play video games every Tuesday night on Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And in honor of Halloween, what says Halloween more than a hot cheerleader with a chainsaw slashing up zombies?
Hell yeah, brother.
Lollipop Chainsaw this Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central Time on Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And then it's right back around to us again on State of the Atmosphere. So, for myself, the Knockster, Jed Rivenwolf, and Das Wolfen, we want to thank you guys for being here. Let's check in with the chat one more time before we get out of here. Let's see what they're saying. Hit the like and subscribe. I don't tell them that enough. Thank you very much, Vince.
Yep.
Appreciate that. I've only got 19 more to go before I get monetized for super chats. Not monetized for ads, but super chats. Let's see. I regret nothing, he says. Oh, Joe finally learned Roman numerals. Yes, I did. Okay. Vince says, cheerio, guys and gals. See you next time and stay nerdy, everybody, and have yourself a good night. The Soul Assassin says, Sydney Sweeney for live action Chainsaw Girl. Damn straight. That'd be awesome. Sydney Sweeney and Lollipop Chainsaw would be the bomb.com, no doubt. The Wayfarer says, GG's. Yep. Good to see you, man. And got to go. My planet needs me, Martin says. And you know what I'm going to say. I want you guys to take care of yourselves. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. And don't forget, boys and girls, no matter what size you like them, small, medium,
or Sweeney large. What's up?
Medium, or, as he said, Sweeney large.
Yeah, what's
Titty
up?
Tuesday always lives on. It always lives on. No doubt. You guys take it easy. Had a good night. Have fun. We'll see you next time.